Hi, so let me continue with previous lesson because this is so important. As I said before, it's so crucial as a foundation for you to proceed this journey to be most effective and most efficient, so you can learn as fast as possible, so you can enjoy it, right? Actually, you have to enjoy it. Now, the number one rule in this community is E&E. Engage and enjoy. This is another principle for you to exceptionally learn the Spanish language as quick as efficient as possible. Now, let's go back to what we talked about previously. It was about being patient, actually understanding this concept of let your brain work, because we have an amazing brain here. So one of the things is our psychology actually prevent us to take advantage of that power, because negative thoughts, when you come across, it shut whole brain system down. So we cannot be negative. We cannot ever have negative thoughts, right? Always maintain positive thought. And there's a trick that I know, and I'm gonna introduce it you later, but let's go back to the topic. Now, for our brain, like mathematics, one of the books that I like is Malcolm Gladwell. And he talks about a rice farmer in Asia is actually origin of the fact that Asian people are so good at math, more than any other ethnic group. It just didn't happen coincidentally. It actually, the Asian president, I'm sorry, I forgot. Asian kids inherited their patience from ancestor of rice farming people, because rice farming is so much requires so much effort and care to be successful. So the rice farmer naturally develop their patience, right? And mathematics needs that, and the language as well. But the trick is you don't have to have that trait. Actually, what you need to do is here, understand the concept, what we are doing, because if this understand what we're doing, it's not going to be tricked by evolutional psychology of fear and upset and frustration. Because the frustration makes us what? Frustration makes us stop, because the brain doesn't like that feeling, right? So, but that is kind of misled by our evolutional history, right? At one point, we needed that feeling, not get ourselves into any trouble in the community. Like we used to live in, a group of 100 people, and every single other people in the group was important for us to survive. We couldn't get kicked out, for example. Another example would be, we used to be so much careful about the danger, so we developed this fear system, not getting into some stupid situation where you get killed by a lion. But this is not the age of that kind of situation. So we need to understand that your brain needs to be fed with information. In terms of Spanish language, really, I will recommend you to start with beginner stuff, of course. At the same time, start feeding yourself intermediate information, maybe advanced information. It depends, because each one of us have our own pace. This is true. So as we move forward, we need to find our own pace. But how? The only way you can find your perfect pace, perfect intensity, is you push yourself. You feed yourself more information as you could ever imagine. Then you will find your own pace. So let me go back. So you need to understand this concept. So when you start feeding yourself information, more information than you could ever even imagined, you can't get upset. You can't get frustrated when you don't understand. So if you understand, and if your conscious mind understands what you are doing and the purpose, there's no reason to get upset, because your brain is processing the information, and then sooner or later you get it, right? So if your conscious mind understand, you can impress that understanding to your subconsciousness, right? So subconsciousness will eat that impression, and it's not gonna produce frustration or negative feeling. So that's the trick. So this I want you to understand 100%. So please go back to this and the previous video again and again until you completely understand. Then we can really tackle onto our language program, and we're gonna be success. We're gonna be most success ever you could imagine. So don't forget to watch this again. You know, I think it's downloadable. You can listen into your car, at work, at your exercise, in the gym, whatever. But keep thinking about it until it becomes your instinct, where you don't even need to think about it. So see you in the next lesson.